Let me give you the Ice Age survival system. Ready? The Ice Age survival system. One, create IP, okay? Intellectual property, and create it different than it's being said by anyone else. And because a lot of people are just regurgitating stuff. And what I want you to do is introduce your intellectual property and make it this proprietary system. Now, I did one years ago in my service company, which I called it ready for this? Who's in what business are you in anyway? I didn't ask you at the beginning. Type in what kind of business you're in. What do you do? You're in a service business, coaching company, what, HVAC, plumbing, mental health, digital marketing. All right, so you guys could apply this, right? So I'll use the service industry because that's the model I used. Is I wanted to be very different, Betty, than everyone else. So you know what I called it? If you had a clogged drain, I said we're going to use our drain terminator technology. Now, that's a pretty good language because you want me to terminate, eliminate, destroy the clog, right? So that was my proprietary system, was the drain terminated technology, right? $93 or it's free. So I had 93 or it's free, which meant if our drain terminator technology cannot eliminate, destroy, and break through this problem you have, then you do not pay us a dime. Type in compelling if you think that's a pretty damn compelling offer. Is it pretty compelling? Yeah. So what that does is we sell the system, not just the marketing. The marketing becomes selling the system that's very different than everyone else. Just like I built, and tell me, type in helpful if this is helpful. I built what I called the triple play. You know what the triple play was? Well, I said everybody out there, Kevin's doing heating tune-up, cooling tune-up. Well, why don't I do this? I'll come out with one price, right? The triple play system. Our triple play system is we'll check your furnace, we'll check your air conditioner, and we'll check your water heater. The three biggest mechanical systems in your house, we got that covered for you. Now, what did I create? I created an intellectual proprietary system that no one else had. And if you want to know how you go from, under $1 million to selling $32 million a year in under 10 years, and from 2 trucks to 165 vehicles and 2 employees to 200, to selling that company in 2017 for legacy style wealth, you just listen to what I'm saying today, because this is the foundation. Now, am I telling you, here's my disclaimer. Am I saying you need to do this? No. Am I saying you're going to become wealthy from a strategy? No. Am I saying putting this in place today is going to help you get better and win in the future? Well, yeah, I feel if you implement, don't look for returns tomorrow because you're not in the short-term game. You're in the legacy game. Type in legacy in the chat bar, everybody, because you're in the legacy game. Now, not everybody's built for legacy game. See, my biggest fear, I have fears too. I had a big fear, and it was embedded in my mind when I tore all the ligaments in my ankle. Did anybody ever do this? This was a bad day. And I had to go to work on crutches and put a black plastic bag and duct tape. I had to go out there, and I'm an electrician by trade, if anybody's new in my world. And I had to crutch across the backyard and wire a pool. And I said to myself, I wonder what kind of risk I'm putting my family in by not figuring out how to be a real business owner. I wonder what kind of risk. If something happens to me, what happens to them? And that became part of my catalyst to learn to not be good, but to be one of the best in the world at what I do and help people with life, business, wealth by design. Why? Because I didn't want them ever to suffer. And I know if you're on here, you don't want people to suffer too. But look, you can't build a $5 million business with $1 million skill sets. You can't build a $10 million business with $1 million thinking process. I don't know anybody that's ever done it. It's a combination of stacking skills, and you're never going to stack skills on top of every skill you put on top of anxiety and ADHD and OCD and trauma. Those skills sink into quicksand, so they go away quickly. So there is a very practical approach to shifting your thinking, to getting skills, right? To putting and taking